Hello. In this video, we're going to be multiplying a binomial times a trinomial. So this is from the multiplying binomials by binomials worksheet, but we're actually multiplying a binomial times a trinomial. So here we go. So basically in the last video, we talked about FOIL, and I said that you're multiplying each term in the first polynomial by each term in the second, and that's still true. The front, outside, inside, last isn't going to work exactly anymore because now we have a trinomial here, but we're still multiplying each piece of this by each piece of this. So let's look at what that would be. So I'm going to take n. I'm going to use a different color to show what I'm talking about. I'm going to do n times each one, and then I'm going to do 8 times each one. So I'm multiplying each one of these by each one of these, and that's going to be the strategy here. So that being said, let's do n times 2n squared. So I don't have a number out in front here, so this is going to stay 2. Right? That's essentially 1. 1 times 2 is 2, or it just stays the same. And then I have n times n squared. So when we're multiplying n times n squared, we add the exponents. So I have 2 plus 1. Remember, there's an invisible 1 here. So I have n cubed, n to the third. So that's what we're going to have. And then the next thing I'm going to do is n times negative 6n. So n times negative 6n. So again, there's no number here, so it's still going to be negative 6. And then I have n times n, which is n squared. And then I have n times negative 1. So n times negative 1 is just going to be negative 1n. Okay, so I have negative 1n there. And you don't have to write the 1, but I'm going to for now. Okay, so that was multiplying n by each of these. So now we have to multiply 8 by each of these. So I'm going to do 8 times 2n squared. So that's going to be plus 16n squared, right? 8 times 2 is 16, and the 8 doesn't have an n, so the n squared just stays the way it is. And then I have 8 times negative 6n, so that's going to be negative 48n. And then I have 8 times negative 1 is just going to be negative 8, right? So now that I've done all of that, I'm just going to combine like terms. So the only n cubed I have is this one, so it's going to stay the same. So 2n cubed is going to stay the same. And then I have 2 n squared terms. So see, I have 2 n squared terms. So I can combine those. So I have negative 6n squared plus 16n squared. Well, negative 6 plus 16 is 10, positive 10. So this will be positive 10 n squared. And then I have 2 n terms. I have 2 n terms, so I'm going to double underline those. I have 2 n terms, so I have negative 1n minus 48n. Well, negative 1 minus 48 is negative 49n. So I have negative 49n minus 8. Because that was the only constant term that I have, so that stays. So this is my final solution. So basically, anytime I'm multiplying two polynomials together, I'm just multiplying each piece of the first polynomial by each piece of the second polynomial. So I'm just multiplying by all of them and then going on to the next one and multiply by all of them. And if there were more terms, I would just keep doing that. And that's basically the strategy here. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you in the next video.